Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm sorry, I'm a wee bit late. Let me just adjust this. I don't know, maybe I'm growing in my old age. No, not my old age, my maturity. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I'm sorry, I'm a wee bit late. Somehow there was something wrong with the internet and my camera. I don't know what it was, but I'm here. And today's, I thought I would try this earlier in the day, see how the responses that I get. Maybe this suits more people going live on a Sunday. So here we go. My name is Carolyn Chebaro, and welcome. I would love to know when you arrive and who's here, so please let me know in the chat box in that direction, or it could be that direction, I'm not sure. But welcome. My name is, again, Carolyn Chebaro, and the purpose of my YouTube channel is to inspire you, to motivate you, to get you to look at things just a wee bit differently, because sadly, society has taught us to look at things in a certain way. Hi, Meg. Hello, the UK. Hi. So sadly, society has taught us to view things in a certain way. And that doesn't necessarily mean, in my opinion, that it's the correct way. And so we all float our own boat. And that's what I'm trying to encourage everyone to do. And with that in mind, it's all about living a simple life. I have created a workbook for you, how to jumpstart your simple life. The link to that free download is below. And please, by all means, download it. And if you have any questions, please ask me, because that's why I'm here. And so today I really wanted to expand on something I talked about last week. And if you haven't been around, I have been going live every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard and answering questions about how to live a simple life. And no question is silly. So please rest assured, it's amongst the friends here on the World Wide Web, which doesn't even bear thinking about. Let's just go on forward. So last week, I answered a question about how I created my cohesive uniform. And so I want to add to that thought process and give you a couple more ideas. And the first thing is something that I recognized last week when I was going clothing shopping, which I really don't like doing. But I remember going into a department store and looking around me, because I don't really do this very often, go into a physical shop, even before COVID. And I remember looking around thinking, holy crow, where does one start? And it's just so overwhelming. And it can be scary, maybe not be the right word, but it can certainly be confusing. And it's all about this fast fashion. You know, it's cheap and nasty stuff that looks good for one wash or two washes and fits the trend, but then it's here today and gone tomorrow. And living a simple life where you surround yourself with things that you love, it just doesn't really fit in long term, because it's fly by night. And it's something that certainly when you lead a simple life, you want to be aware of all that is being thrown at you. And that's what I saw and what I picked up when I went into a department store last week. So, but to add on to that list of items on how I created this cohesive uniform, I have a couple of more things that I just want to expand on, a couple more topics. And when I say I'm really referring or asking you to look at this through my eyes and how it applies to your uniform, your wardrobe. And the first thing is, ask yourself, where do you live? As I ask myself, where do I live? And for example, I have no need to buy a coat unless I am traveling somewhere where it's cold. So one thing in creating your cohesive uniform, and how I created my cohesive uniform, was I was aware of where I lived. And I don't need flannels, I don't need boots, I don't need heavy clothing at the moment for where I live. But that might be completely different from you. And you might have a wardrobe, a uniform with all different items in it for the seasons that you live in. I think also I wanted to expand on today a statement I made in my previous video, and that link is below, about asking yourself, is this item worth this price, this money that I'm going to give to it? And when I listened to that video over and over again, it implied that it's only spending money on higher ticket items. But really, it's not that. It should be looked at and reviewed on, is this item of good quality? Is it too cheap? Can I spend a little bit more money on an item and get durability out of it? And it's still stylish, but it's not going to break down after a few months of my ownership of it and of me wearing it. So that's something also that I took into consideration when I created my cohesive uniform, and what I still do, because it's so easy to pick something up in a store that is really low price, but it doesn't hang around too long in the wardrobe if you're wearing it. And that's the whole idea, is to bring things into your home and into your uniform that you're going to wear. And then the next portion, or the next item to talk about is this item, can I dress it up or dress it down? And is it versatile? And of course, all right, you ask, well, what do you mean by that? Well, this, as you can see, is a scarf, really, but it's not, because it's a jumper, it's a sweater that because I live where I live, I don't need to have these, but I do have one or two on the occasion I need it. But I also am very flexible in it, and I use it in different ways. And so this same white blouse can be purchased to wear in different ways. For example, you ask, for example, well, if I take it off, and if I scoot up a little bit closer, and if I take those glasses off and I put these glasses on, this creates a completely different look, because this is dressing this white shirt, which I can go out to work with, or I could wear this same white shirt in a different way with new specs on. And it's just the one piece. So in creating a cohesive uniform, my thoughts, and I encourage you to think this way, how can I wear this piece differently? Because I love this. And that is something that I will always wear white shirts, but I can make them versatile. And that's one thing I would encourage you to do as well. So that is it in a wrap up. That is in the additions to how I created this cohesive uniform, my style journey, which is it's always evolving. Maybe not so much at the moment, because I can't say that I arrive, because things always change and pieces are added and pieces are taken off. But that's the guts of my style uniform and how I got where I was. Now I see here, I'm looking at the cost. Yes, that's right. One of the comments is, when I'm looking at the cost of a clothing, I ask myself, what is it worth to me? So true. It might be more money, but it might be an item that I can use a lot. Yes, that's very, very true. It's very, very true. And here's a question to you. How do you find, what is your feeling when you shop and you go into these large department stores that have so much? It can be so overwhelming. Now, as I've said in previous videos, my eye only goes to black or white, so that cuts down some of the confusion. But I think if you were going in just as a novice, just starting on this journey, or trying to weave your way through, it can be pretty overwhelming. It could be scary. I wouldn't want to do it. And and that's me for today. That's how I have put together this style that I wear, this journey that I've gone on, and how I continue to go on, and how I encourage you to do the same. Just do it very, very slowly. Just take it really slowly. Take baby steps, and ask me along the way if you have any questions, because that's why I'm here. I'm here all about living a simple life. I will see everyone tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've got some running around to do today, and all with a mask on. Until that time, stay well, stay safe, and I will see you then. Toodles. Thanks, lady, for stopping by. Thanks, ladies. Bye. Okay, that's that.